Hi, my name is Stevie and I like to record songs. Welcome to part 2 of creating a heavy metal song from scratch. Today we'll continue what we started in the last episode. Let's go. I'm pretty happy after a couple of false starts in the last episode. We finally got some vocals recorded and we're on our way towards making a song. The two hardest parts of writing any song is getting started and getting finished. So now that we're started, our next task is to get it finished. So what I'm thinking about today is we need some lead guitar for the chorus. If we listen to it now, you can hear that the lead guitar plays up until the chorus hits, and then we don't have anything. I want to write something for that today. Let's hear. So I want to write something that continues in the same rhythm as the previous lead guitar, so that it doesn't feel like anything is dropped out when the chorus comes in. But I want to try and make it more melodic and follow the chords of the song. So that's what I've written for the chorus. A sound that always attracts my ears in lead guitar is when we hear contrast. Contrast between palm muting and non-palm muting. Contrast between small intervals and large intervals. And letting some notes ring together. So for the first chord, which is A flat, I do this. So we've got some palm muting. We've got the cluster. I love the sound of those notes ringing out together. And then we've got some big intervals. For the second chord, which is the F, I do this. So nice big intervals again. And then when we get to the C chord, I first of all spell out the relative major, which is E flat major. And then I spell out the C minor, which is a C minor 7. And there's also these suspended passing note 9s, which I really like. So all together again. Yeah. So let's try that out in the song and see how it sounds. Okay, I really like that. Let's try and get it recorded. Okay, let's hear what we got. Do you know what? I really like that. It's got potential to use as an intro for the song as well. Those wide intervals kind of remind me a wee bit of Ain't Talking About Love Van Halen or something like that, so I think it might make a nice intro. But let's try and sit it properly in the chorus first, and then we'll make a louder version for the intro. Okay, cool. That's more like it. We'll hear it more clearly in the intro whenever it's a bit louder. So I think I'll copy this down to the start and see if I can devise some kind of stabby intro with this riff. Okay, so I've got the riff repeating 4 times now, and I'm going to try and add some stabs and stuff to see if I can come up with some kind of intro. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Just check I haven't cut off the transients at the beginning. Yep, that's fine. That's quite an interesting riff at the start of that song for me. That would definitely attract my attention in a way if I was looking for a song to listen to. Let's take the rest of the song now and join it on to that and see what happens, see if it works. Let's hear that. Okay, I really like that. I'm delighted with it, actually. The first thing that strikes me, though, I don't think the verses flow on from it. I really like that verse, but I don't think it should be the first verse. I think I might have to write different music for the first verse and lead the first verse up to this. I need you to... And that'll lead us up to the chorus. And then when we come out of the chorus, we'll do this verse as a second verse. I kind of feel that might make more sense. So a couple of interesting coincidences happened yesterday when I was out driving the car. I was listening to a podcast by Steven Pinker, who's like an evolutionary psychologist, and he was talking about our brains and how our brains have evolved over millions of years, so that unlike a computer program, we have a core operating system, and every time a new evolutionary advantage happens, it gets added on to our brain and it works on top of the core operating system, so that things misfire all the time. Our emotions backfire on us and cause us maybe to go into self-destructive behavior, which is not what we're designed to do, but it's just a kludgy nature of our brains. And he talked a lot about anger in it, and he mentioned a phrase, rage circuit reflex. Sometimes our rage circuit reflex fires up, and I thought, oh my god, that's so perfect. That's literally the title for my song. So thank you, Steven Pinker, for the idea. We've got a title for the song now. And then weirdly, when that podcast was finished, I put on the radio and listened to a bit of radio while I continued my journey in the car. And the classic rock song by 10cc, I'm Not In Love, came on. Now, as I was listening to that song, I noticed something about the lyrics. Probably everyone's noticed this about the lyrics, but he keeps singing about how he's not in love when it's perfectly obvious that he is, or he wouldn't be singing about it. And that self-delusion in those lyrics, I thought, was a clever trick in lyrics. So I wanted to do something quite similar with my lyrics. So when I'm writing these lyrics now, I wanted to capture the same kind of self-delusion where the guy is saying that he's not angry, but clearly he is angry. So here are the lyrics I came up with for the first verse. I am perfectly severed. Now, I use the word severed because it's a shortened way of saying I have distanced myself from all external influences. Nothing is affecting me. I am perfectly severed. Master of self-control. Anger eradicated. Stable to the core. We don't believe him, do we? So, I like that. I like that the lyrics are sort of saying the opposite of what we know he actually means. So let's try and write some music for this. Okay, let's get a listen to that.
I am perfectly severed, master of self-control, anger eradicated, stable to the core.
Right, let's try and get some kind of arrangement going now. It's all getting a bit confusing. Right, so we got the intro, then we've got that. Right, we want to take all this and move it away out of the way so that we've got room to put that stuff in.
I am perfectly severed.
Cool.
I need to dig in deeper. Now it's over and facing down the fallout. Facing down the fallout. Meticulous detail. I need to dig in deeper. Now it's over and
Okay, so I did a whole pile of rearrangement of the song. I think it flows a lot better, makes a lot more sense now. We're going to get a listen to it. We've got 3 minutes of music recorded now, and we're not even at the guitar solo yet. So it's going to be another epic, probably. Yeah, why not?
Perfectly severed, master of self-control, anger eradicated, stable to the core. I need to dig in deeper. Now it's over and done. Cathedrals, requiem, cremation, like prayers to the sunlit sky, like candles, reveal the desolation. No way home. No way Facing down the fallout, meticulous detail, responsive indecision, quieting on the rails, kicking through the endless, other anger now repressed, shut out in the cold, like another guided guest. I need to dig in deeper. Now it's over and done. Cathedrals, requiem, cremation, like prayers to the sunlit sky, like candles, reveal the desolation. No way home. No way
Guitar solo next. Yes, yes. Love the guitar solo bits. Right, I'm really happy with that. That's cool. I like the way the riff from the very start comes in back here at the end, giving this whole section a sort of circular feel, coming home feel at the end of it. All right, that's another good day's work. Very happy with that. It always gives me a buzz when I come to Reaper, have a blank page and start putting notes on the page. You eventually get on a roll. You don't notice the time going by. It's the most creatively fulfilling thing that I know to do. I get so excited when a song starts coming together. It's hard to believe sometimes that you start with nothing and you end up with a song. I just love it so much. Okay, so I hope you found that useful, interesting and helpful today. Please, if you're enjoying this, do all the things that YouTubers ask you to do. Support my channel, help it grow. We're going to get some guitar solos done next week. Yes, can't wait. Thank you so much for watching the video. You guys rock.